Yo guys, yo guys, yo guys, yo guys, yo guys. It is Old Man G, RDS here. Oop, let's fix the lighting a little bit. Old Man G here, RDS here, back again for another post-match reaction. Fenerbahce won, Manchester United won, and it's in the title. Jose Mourinho lives, man. I mean, to be honest, Jose Mourinho was the highlight of the game um, today, in my personal opinion. So United once again going ahead and conceding. It just seems to be. I mean, it's the same. It's the same issues, isn't it? You know, it's the same issues that we've spoken about time and time again. Um, United going ahead, conceding, not able to hold on to a win, and not being able to score. That's it. You know, we keep on conceding when we shouldn't, usually due to sloppy, poor mistakes. And I'll talk about that in a second. And then we can't go on and to win, we can't score. Yes, we managed to turn it around against Brentford, and get that win. So, but generally speaking, that's been the issue with Manchester United. Um, as it stands now, Manchester United have 3 points from. I think United have scored 5 goals in the Europa League, conceded 5 goals. They now have it's now 3 points out of three. The wins just aren't coming. We're away to West Ham the weekend. And it's a difference of three game wins in a row. If you win at Fenerbahce away, and then you go on to beat West Ham away, suddenly there's momentum. As it stands now, I don't really know where the momentum is for this team. It's really, this team is not a momentum building team. Unlike other teams at Manchester United where they sort of go on for a run over how many or so games. They go on for a run after how many so games, and and that would be that. We don't seem to be able to do that. We don't really seem to be able to do that right now, and it's disappointing. It's a shame. I mean, big up Andrew Nana. I mean, the saves that he made, you can make a strong case that it was those saves that basically kept us in the game. If we didn't have Onana there, then I think that we end up conceding in the first, and then potentially, because Manchester United seem to concede a lot of goals in the first couple of minutes of the second half, we potentially concede again in the second half while Jose Mourinho is still on the pitch, and it's 2-1, and then we don't. And to be honest, if it's 2-1, I don't see Manchester United scoring. Possibly, maybe they might, So, but it's difficult. So, but I think overall, so I've got a bit of a cold. Overall, I think 1-1 was a fair result. I mean, if you look at the stats here, I'll go on. As you see, 10 shots to 12 shots, 5 on target, 52, 48%, passes, similar pass accuracy, similar fouls, similar, and so on. And if you look at the league table, we're 21st, which still means that we qualify. I bet, not in the top 8, but as I said in several times, United are going to qualify for the next round. It's just a question of who United play effectively, because they'll obviously see the game and do things that way. You look at some of the teams here. I'd imagine that, say, for example, Porto, Sociedad, Roma, United will be seeded higher potentially, and then they'll do things that way. I don't know. But the reality is that, like, United really shouldn't be. I mean, 7 points in the top 8? Everyone has 7. You're 4 points behind the top 8, with goodness knows how many games to go. United, we at the very least should be on 5 points. You could make an argument that Manchester United could have got something again in that Porto game had Bruno Fernandes not got himself sent off. But it is what it is. And then obviously we get the so we'll see. We'll see what happens, I think. But if you're Ten Hag, you're probably. Well, I don't really know right now if you're Ten Hag, to be honest, because you look at the starting lineup. Matsui playing number 10 role, and you're thinking, hang on a minute. Why is Matsuri playing the number 10 role? What's going on here? The lineup was just strange. Raul says Xavi can't come quick enough. Pause. I mean, I don't know what Xavi's going to do to this team. What's Xavi going to do, buddy? I genuinely don't know what Xavi's going to do here. Like, I don't know what manager is going to come in right now and do and do something with this Manchester United team. If Xavi couldn't handle Barcelona, he's definitely not going to be able to handle Manchester United, especially the English press. You know, at Barca, at least he played at Barca. He was, you know, he had grace period because he was a Barca legend. At United, he's not a United legend. You know, so he's going to have his work cut out for him if he comes to United. Listen, at the end of the day, this is not a good start to the season, Manchester United. I mean, if you go look back at the previous fixtures, I'll just go back and we'll just look at Manchester United's fixtures for 1 second. Sorry, let's go quickly. Come on, what matches here? You know, if we go back to we lost the Community Shield. Annoying, but we still lost it. You know, you beat Fulham at home, but it's only 1-0. Then lose to Brighton away 2-1. Then get dominated by Liverpool at home. Then we beat Southampton away, but they got a red card. Then you beat Barnsley, so you get 2 wins in a row, and you think, okay, fine, against weak opposition, quite frankly. Then you draw against Palace away. You draw at Toronto at home. You get spanked by Spurs at home. You draw to Porto away. You know, you draw against Villa away. You just about beat Brentford at home, just having conceded down. You draw against Fenerbahce. So if you count the wins, Manchester United only won 1, 2, 3, 4 games this season. You know, 3 in the league against Fulham, Southampton, and Brentford, and only 1 in a cup game. That was against Barnsley, which we spanked. And that's not good enough. That's not good enough for Manchester United. Thoughts on Ugarte? I think Ugarte had a better game today. Ugarte did have a better game today in the position that he had. But you know, he's a new signing, so I like to give new signings time. I'm not going to just immediately slate them. But so far, I would still say I just don't see where aside from the recovery challenges and firstly the recovery challenges and playing that number 6 position is good, but to be honest, Manchester United need more than number 6. You know, far too many times in that game we just, although we had a bit more control in the second half, but in the first half the control wasn't there. You know, our midfield still is a problem. You know, now we have potentially people could be holding midfielders. We still have no one who can. We can't control a game. You know, we don't have the midfielders to control the game. You know, this is why I said perhaps, do Manchester United go in and get, you can get Pogba and Angel Gomez on a free. You know, if I was United, Pogba's a free agent, Angel Gomez, his contract's out in the season. Go get those guys. Go get those guys. You can give them reasonable terms, not on high wages, and you've got basically 2 midfielders who are familiar with the United way, and the style. Go for it. Go for it. That'll be my thing. Obviously, West Ham is on Sunday at 2:00. Then you'll have Leicester City in the EFL at home. And then next week on Sunday it is Chelsea. I didn't think it was that quick, man. Next week is Chelsea at home, and I am worried. I am worried about Chelsea at home. I'm incredibly worried about this game. But anyway, we'll speak about Chelsea at some point, and we might do a preview of Halfo for that going forward. Just on the game, aside from Onana making the saves, and obviously Garte, with the block as well, I think good goal by Eriksen, good team ball, but again, our attack is still poor. Decision making wise, it is not good. And that's been the case all season. Unfortunately, I feel like I'm repeating myself over and over and over and over and over again. And then, obviously Jose Mourinho. I mean, big up Jose, man. I saw the post match. He's got himself a red card because it wasn't a penalty, by the way. I don't care what anyone says. That's not a penalty. I've seen the blood. Like, it's just the manner which it's not a penalty. I don't know what Jose Mourinho said, his reaction, whatever, but he gets the red card and he gets sent to the stands. And typical Jose Mourinho fashion, standard Jose, it is what it is. Yeah, he came out at the end of the season, out at the end of the sort of the game, and was like, I don't know how the referee was able to see the penalty incident and to see what I was doing to give the red card. Like, I've got no idea. It's a stupid explanation, blah, 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 blah. But, it is what it is. Lucky, big up Lucky says, glad Man Regards just actually started. I mean, yeah, you could say that. I still think that that attack here is quite weak. I mean, Højlund came on. Did he really do much? Not particularly. The biggest thing for me is that Ahmad should have started. I don't know. It was almost embarrassing for me for Ten Hag to sub on Anthony, who then somehow got injured and went off the field, then said he could come back on, came back on the field, and then went down. I don't know whether that was deliberate from Ten Hag, whether to waste. I don't know, because in my mind, I'm just like, the momentum was with us. Why the hell are you stopping it because of injury? That suited Fenerbahce. So I thought that was pretty poor from Anthony or Ten Hag if that was planned, because, like I said, unless he should just have got off the field and not come back on again. But this all started with Ten Hag for whatever reason. I don't know what's happened. I don't know whether it's a disciplinary thing. Posts. I've got no idea. But the fact that Erik Ten Hag's first thought was, I need to put Anthony on, it just doesn't make any sense. And now he's injured. So it's almost like karma for Ten Hag. He tried Anthony, it didn't work. He got himself injured. So now you're left with Xerxes, Højlund, Garnacho, Rashford, and Ahmad. Okay, and you can't play Xerxes and you can play obviously Garnacho and Rashford. And then you can play one of Xerxes or Højlund. You're probably going to play Højlund at the weekend. So then Xerxes or Ahmad is going to come in. And really, you can't really play, Xerxes and take off one of other Rashford. It just doesn't work. No, Ahmad Diallo, I get it's very crazy. I didn't see not quicker. Yeah, exactly. The side-to-side passing, we could have been more stronger, but we didn't. That's how it is. But yeah, Ten Hag's selection today, I think, was quite bizarre. And once again, his bizarre substitutions don't pay. It's as simple as that, really. Let's quickly go to the player ratings, and then we will go. So let me just share this. Okay, hopefully everyone can see that. Right, let's go. Player ratings. Okay. Oh, sorry, guys. Let me think. So, but not quick passing, moving. Yeah, exactly. We don't do that. Lucky we don't do that. I don't know why. So Nana, for me, Nana, I'll give sorry, 1 second. Computer's crows. Oh no. Yeah, I can see myself on the screen. My TV and thing is fine, so you guys can see me, but for some reason my laptop is froze, so just bear with me. It's my laptop that's froze. Oh, 1 second, everybody. Okay, apologies everyone. Apologies everyone. I'm just in the process of restarting everything because my laptop has just sort of crashed. So I'm sorry about that. Everything will be back up soon. I said again, apologies for everyone. Big up. I see Lucky Singh's comment there. Thank you so much. I will quickly just get everything set up again, and then we'll resume. To be honest, if it was up to me, I would actually live stream my from my phone, and just do the video from that, and I might do so. But the thing about StreamYard is that you can't screen share from your phone. So screen sharing is only a feature on a desktop. And for the player ratings, I need to screen share. So, but possibly going forward, because of stuff like this, I might just proceed to just do live streaming from my phone, and then just add the comments that way. So, but if you could just bear with me, hopefully the Google Chrome will load soon. I'll just be reading some of the comments while we wait. Obviously, get your comments in. Who was your man of match, by the way? Let me know in the comments, guys. Next match, we got work heading and crossing. I mean, well, what can I say? What can I say, Lucky? You know, our set piece is not great. Let's be honest. It's really not. Let's have a look here. Sorry, everyone. Jeez. For some reason, on this new update of Mac, the Google Chrome function is not great. It's still taking forever to load. Right, I may just. Okay, I think this is coming. Okay, right. Okay, we're back. I think we might be in action. We might be in action, guys. We might be. Let's have a look. We might be. Okay, cool. Right, let's go. Apologies, everyone. It's just okay, I'm gonna leave this studio, and then I'll be logging in if one. Right, okay. I think we might be good now. Right. Oh my goodness. I think we're good now. Somehow. Right. Jeez. Oh, let me just test everything. Are we right? Jeez. Okay. I think we're good. Sorry, everybody. My goodness. Really apologize for that, guys. Just when your computer crashes, it crashes. It's as simple as that, really. So that's just where we are. So apologies for everyone on Twitch and Twitter and YouTube and all the rest of it. So apologies for that. So, but anyway, let's just get back into the player ratings, courtesy of the United Stand, and then let's round the show up. So I just have to apologize to everyone about that mishap for those who'll be watching, and those who are watching after we go live. So again, sorry about that, everybody. So let's go. So 2 seconds. Oh, it's always annoying when you have to do these things by yourself. Let's just have a quick look. Right. Okay. Right. Let's get these player ratings going, and we're out of here. Okay. For me, Anana is a 7. Exactly. 2 good saves. I think above average performance given those 2 saves. We needed those 2 saves to keep us in the game. Could he have done more for that? Could he have done more for that? I don't think so. I think Dallo has to stop the cross there, personally for me. And Lindelof's got to be better. He heads it down, and it's point back in front of him. I don't think you can criticize Onana that much for that. There are going to be people going to be criticizing him, but me personally, I don't think you can. I really don't think you can. So yeah, for me, Onana is a 7 today. Going on, Dallo for me, 6 maybe. Yeah, I think that's fair. I don't think it was terrible. Average, it was all right in the parts, but he's got to attack that cross better. That's happened a few times this season where he's just not been switched on defensively, and maybe that's because he's going up all the time. So, but at the end of the day, a right back for me is still a defender. You don't defend with 2 centre backs and a goalkeeper like how people view modern football personally. So yeah, I give a 6. And Lucky says 5.8 for Evan. De Ligt, I think De Ligt had De Ligt was okay. I think give it a 6. If there was a 6.5, I'd give it a 6.5. I think overall solid performance. De Ligt, was a warrior against Brentford. I think he will be a good signing, and obviously he is starting to come in. He's still incredibly young as well, De Ligt. But let's see what happens. The Dutch Revolution, is it working? Isn't it working? I don't know. We will see. We'll see. Lindelof, obviously Lindelof was playing in a centre back situation. Lisandro was left back, which is odd. For me, he's got to do better on that. Other than that, I don't think it was poor. I think 4's half. Okay, I'll give him a 5. He's got to do better on that goal, but I don't think that's squarely on him. But Lindelof has always been, and I don't know why Ten Hag doesn't know this. He's not good in the air. He's not good in the air. So he is gonna get bullied by people that are bigger and stronger than him. That's it. That's always been the case, So, I don't know what surprises people anymore. Me personally, I don't really understand. Sorry. Ooh, having a bit of indigestion. Sorry about that. But yeah, for me, his performance is what I expect his performance to be like. It's as simple as that, really. Lisandro left back. He's not a left back, and it shows. I don't know, 5, 6 for me. It had an okay game. He did switch into centre back in the second half, and I think we had a bit more control. So, but I guess if you had to average the both 2 halves, actually not. Okay, yeah, I'll give Lisandro a 6. We didn't lose the game. So, but he is a centre back. He's not a left back, and this makeshifting thing that we're doing is just not ideal. Lucky says 4.5 for 4.1 for Lindelof. Fair enough. DM Manuel Guards having a good game. I'll give him 7. I think we still got to give Agate time. But for me, we just don't, aside from, I guess, Eriksen to an extent, we just really don't have, we can't hold the midfield. And Agate is there to win the ball back as the 6th role, but he is not technically, I would say, great on the ball. And we need midfielders who are. And in my opinion, we don't have any. Mainu is okay, but I think he's getting burnt out a bit. Casemiro, no. Similar position to Agate. Mount, screw that guy. Bruno, attacking. Eriksen, so our midfield is still very balanced. We need a technical midfield player. And that's why I say get Pogba, get Gomez, get them in, and let's see what this team can do. We need technical midfield players now to try and hold on to the midfield because we've not been able to do so. So Eriksen, he scored the goal. I give him a 7, I think. 6 in the but for me, he scored the goal. He did kind of fade out in the second half, but that's probably because of his age. So Eriksen for me should be in a sub role. He's been getting a lot of first team minutes now because of the injuries. Because Mount basically is a no-go now, as far as I'm concerned. He's a write-off at this point. And Bruno seems to get suspended all the time. So there you go. But yeah, I think I'd give him a 6, but he did score the goal, so that's plus points to me. Mazzari, playing in the number 10 position instead of Bruno is wild. So I'll give him a 6. I don't think he played it particularly well, but he's not his position. It was a makeshift, and it wasn't a disaster, so fair enough. Garnacho had a good game, but was frustrating at times. I would give Garnacho a 6. He had an okay game, but he was very frustrating at times. Very, very frustrating. I just, there is potential in Garnacho there, but I also have Garnacho is going to go down the Rashford route, which is, it's a shame that our attacking players, I'll be honest, the exception has been Ahmad, who for whatever reason Ten Hag doesn't rate. But you need to develop the footballing brain, and I just don't see Ahmad. So I don't see Garnacho at this moment in time doing that. Sometimes it works out, but sometimes it doesn't. But as you get older, your intelligence needs to be stronger, and I just don't see it right now. Rashford, 6, 5. Nothing else to be said. Xerxes, probably 5. Wasn't great, really. But he's not a striker. And Højlund wasn't great even when he came on. Arguably worse. Casemiro, when he came on, was, okay, 5. Ahmad, 6 when he came on. I think he needs more minutes. Now that Anthony's off, I mean, Anthony, I feel sorry for this brother, man. I do. I really, really do, because it's not his fault. But, all of this, I want to prove myself. I want to do this. I don't know what's about Ten Hag's training methods, but so many players that come in and want to prove. Like, no players come in and prove themselves. All these new players are getting injured, getting fatigued, and it's not good. And Anthony has played. This is his 3rd season, and because he came with Ten Hag, didn't he? And it's just not good. It's almost 3 seasons now, and it just hasn't worked for Anthony. So you're getting to the point where, like, now you probably need to sell this guy. And Ahmad should be starting from now on. He will start Garnacho and Rashford the weekend, but for me, he needs to give Ahmad more game time. He had momentum, now it's gone. Rasmus didn't really do that much, so I'll give him a 5 when he came on. Erik Ten Hag gets a 5. Interesting selection. Again, didn't see out the win. Slow to really come back into the game. Not enough to sack him, but not enough to really make his job secure either. And it's going to be a big game against West Ham on the weekend. A very, very big game. But let me know your thoughts on the comments, guys. Anyway, guys, remember, if you're new to the channel, to like, share, and subscribe to Red Devil Studio. Follow us on Twitter at United, smash the notification button. We will have our match reaction for the West Ham game as well. If you're on Twitter, please hit us to follow. We're almost at 1K followers, so please do. Have a nice day, everyone, and cheers. Peace.